Thank you, friends, for joining us. We really appreciate you being on time. I can see that there are already more than 30 participants in this webinar and others are still joining on. So, well, friends, like Zishan mentioned, that we are an immigration advisory firm and we focus on business and investment-based immigration. And today in this webinar, we are going to focus on business immigration to Canada, UK, and Europe, and particularly through the innovative visa route. Friends, we have been meeting a lot of customers over the past few years, and we have been discussing various business immigration options with them. And the questions, these are the most frequently asked questions to ask. What is the best way to immigrate with your family businesses? We have startups who are not getting adequate supports in India and want to know how they can benefit by going global. Also, of course, people are asking us how to get funding overseas for the innovative business, and also the benefit for government benefits available to startups over there. So in the next few minutes, we'll try to answer all these questions. Last few years, we have seen that the key trends emerging have been, of course, innovation leading to digitization. The technology, particularly the internet, has really changed our lives and really brought in a digital revolution, and all of us are part of it. And some of us have obviously, businesses in this area and benefited a lot out of it. The another trend that we are seeing is entrepreneurship. Today there is a marked change in the mindset of the people in India. We are all, moving towards people are being encouraged to be entrepreneurs. Unlike the olden days where everybody was told, that complete your education, get a good job, and you will be settled. We all know the government's also taking initiative, and you must have been seeing the ad on the TV, "Achhi naukri karna." And agar sab achhi naukri karenge, to naukri kaun dega? So government is encouraging entrepreneurship, and we are seeing a lot of people coming up and launching new business. The other trend that we are looking at is geographical diversification and globalization. And this has particularly been accentuated post-COVID. After COVID, people realized that it makes sense to spread your risk geographically. There is no point in having all your business, all your assets in just one particular location. You never know what may happen. This coupled with, political disturbances, government interventions. We all know what is happening in China. Government is clamping down on startups, etc. over there. So from that point of view, we are seeing a trend towards globalization. More and more people want to have a foot overseas. Now, let us first look at what is the Indian scenario before we move to the global scenario. I think all kind of, startups being launched over here. They've been growing. They've been raising funds. 5 years back, we only had a handful of innovative or startup companies. And in the last 5 years, this number has grown up, from more than 50,000 startups have come up in the last 5 years itself. And the total amount of fundraising is mind-boggling. All of us are seeing the IPOs, the rise of the unicorns, and everybody is aspiring to be an entrepreneur. Going ahead, what is happening? Driven by all the hype in the startup space, everybody and anybody wants to start an innovative or a startup business in India. So the space is really getting crowded. And we need to understand that we are a nation of 1.3 billion people, where there is a lot of talent available in this country, and there is a lot of competition. So more and more people are joining the startup race, and with this, there are more opportunities available to investors. As a result, the investors are becoming very selective. Also, with more and more startups reaching the growth stage or the scale-up stage, investors would prefer to invest over there. The competition in India is naturally leading people to take their businesses overseas. We have seen that earlier also in the field of education. Although we have very good institutions like IIT, IIM, and some top management and engineering institutions in India, but we all know how difficult it is to get admission over there. Hence, students have been going overseas to universities. Similarly, we do have a good ecosystem for startups in India, but there is so much of competition that at times it makes sense to take your business overseas. Just looking at what is happening on the global scenario. Post COVID, there has been again a shift globally, not only in India, but globally, there is a shift towards entrepreneurship. Government has realized the best way to kickstart the economy is to start new businesses and which will create jobs. So startups are being encouraged in every nook and corner of the world, right from South Korea to USA, right from Denmark to Australia. All the countries are encouraging startups. They are all competing with each other to attract startup talent. Startup has been in demand. There is media, but also in global media every day, the success stories of the Indian startups, about the companies coming out with the IPOs, about how many companies have become unicorns, of how Indian companies are going global, and so on and so forth. So all this has really elevated the positioning and branding of Indian entrepreneurs and Indian startups in the global arena. We are seeing a lot of Indian techies from US who are on H-1B visa are now migrating to countries like Canada, which offer more stability and permanent residency. We are also seeing all these countries competing with each other and laying down red carpet for entrepreneurs, particularly on the tech side. They are not only offering funding, mentoring, and other benefits, but also permanent residency as an option so that these entrepreneurs can come and they can not only attract them, they can retain them in their country. Now let's come to the main topic of today's discussion of how you can take your innovative business. Up till now, we all were thinking when it comes to innovative business, our objective has been to set up a business, raise funds, and grow. But now you can use your startup business for more than that. You can actually use your startup business to go global and migrate overseas, take your family over there and settle down over there and do your business globally. See now, how can you achieve the twin objective of starting up your business, your innovative business? And we are going to focus on these 3 locations. We are going to talk about in North America. We are essentially going to talk about Canada in particular, because American market, as we know, there is a lot of uncertainty prevailing over there right now when it comes to immigration. But Canada is open. They are welcoming Indian entrepreneurs with open arms, and it is very easy to access the North American market and the US market. Like we said, that you will get permanent residency and you can move there with your family and you can take your business global. Let us talk about the very popular startup visa. For those of you who have interacted with my team, I'm sure you would have heard about the startup visa from them. And this is one of the most popular. Canada continues to remain a very popular destination from an immigration point of view. We have discussed in our earlier webinars how it is attractive, how it is welcoming foreigners, and particularly Indians. Indians are the biggest, communities migrating to Canada. There are almost, 100,000 Indians migrating to Canada every year. And the startup visa is a very, very, good route for Indians, especially entrepreneurs, to move to Canada. About this program is that it is one of the quickest business immigration way of migrating to Canada. This is one of the few programs which gives you direct PR to Canada. Most of the other business immigration programs in Canada require you to go through a point-based system, whether it is the federal program or it is a provincial program. They all have a point-based system. They all have a condition that initially, after you qualify for the points, you move there on a work permit, you set up your business successfully, and thereafter you get permanent residency. The startup visa is the only program through which you can directly apply for PR. That's the reason why this program has become very popular. There is no point-based, competition. It is a federal program. You can live there anywhere in any part of your Canada. You can move to Canada. While your PR application will take about 12 to 18 months, you can always move there earlier on a work permit and start working on your business. Next, we have the UK Innovator visa. Now, this visa is essentially a pathway for experienced business people. Under this business, you get an option to set up your business in UK. The primary condition is that you need to have an innovative business. you need to present this business to an approved endorsement body, which is usually a university or a business incubator or a business accelerator. The good thing about this entire program is that the result is very quick. We have seen cases where people have been able to get this visa and move to UK within 3 months. So if you are really looking at taking your business overseas quickly, then this could be the pathway for you. In 3 months, you can be in UK and start working on your business. And this visa is initially available for a period of 3 years. After 3 years, you need to meet certain conditions. There are about 6 or 7 conditions, out of which you need to meet 2 conditions. One of the conditions is, of course, very easy. That is, you need to invest 50,000 sterling pound into your business over the period of 3 years. And out of the remaining, 5-6 conditions, meeting another condition also can be quite easy. This relate to turnover, number of employees, intellectual property, etc. And we can help you in understanding how you can achieve these conditions. Under this program, this is the fastest way, again, of getting permanent residency, or in UK terms, indefinite leave to remain. In UK, you can apply, you can get permanent residency in just after 3 years. Europe, now I've seen a lot of interest from our participants over here. In Europe, Europe is fast emerging as a startup destination. And it's not just 1 or 2 countries. There are a host of countries in Europe which are offering startup visa, set up startup business. And again, it is very easy to set up business in countries like Netherlands and Denmark. There are no hassles. You just submit a business plan. Once your business plan is approved, and you just tie up with a facilitator, the facilitator will guide you. They will take you throughout. You launch your business or a product in Netherlands within 1 year. And after 1 year, you can apply for a permanent residency as a self-employed or as a businessman. Netherlands, of course, is a costly country. If you're looking at an affordable business setup in Europe, then Portugal is one of the most affordable countries, not only from business point of view, but also from staying point of view. And France, again, has a startup visa program, which is similar to Canada, where you need to present your business idea, you need to get endorsed by an endorsing body, and then you can move there. The good thing about the French program is that you can take a team of entrepreneurs. These visas are available for a period of 4 years, and after 4 years, you can apply for permanent residency in France. Ireland, again, because it is an English-speaking nation, there is a lot of interest. Ireland also offers a lot of tax incentives, and you have a lot of global giants in Ireland, Facebook, Google, etc., who have their offices, European headquarters in Ireland, because it offers a lot of tax advantages. However, with the global taxation rate, stabilized, we will see Ireland losing its attraction in the long term. Also, the conditions, for getting the visa in Ireland are quite stringent. You need to create minimum 10 jobs. You need to have an investment of 50,000, and you also need to have a turnover of about 1 million euros. So compared to that, the other countries, the programs are quite flexible and the conditions are quite easy to meet. Let us look at what are the benefits of taking your business global. So first benefit is, of course, what majority of you are looking at. When you go through the startup route, you not only have this entity overseas, you also become a member of a startup club. The startup companies are looked at very differently compared to our normal businesses. Once you get a tag of a startup, you become a part of the coveted startup club, and there are a lot of other benefits which flow from that. You get access to a very supportive startup ecosystem, opportunities of raising funds for your business on attractive terms. You can get equity, you can get raised debt, you can get government subsidies, you can attract global investors as a global startup, you can get a lot of partners, you can get angel investors, and you will also get help from a lot of mentors who would want to tie up with your business and help you grow your business overseas. Also, you get a tag, you get a global recognition. We have had a lot of entrepreneurs who have been approaching us, telling us, asking us that they would like to set up the business overseas. So because a company incorporated in Canada or a company incorporated in Europe is viewed in a different way compared to a company incorporated in India. A foreign, presence helps them in attracting more clients and also helps them in raising more funds. Let us look at in detail at some of these benefits. Some of you have mentioned in the poll that this could be one of your objectives, and raising funds. You can raise funds both from government as well as private entities. You can get equity funding as well as debt funding. When it comes to equity funding, we can help you in getting co-founders or investors who will participate in your business and invest in your business and provide you the initial seed capital. We can also provide you access to angel investors overseas who would be happy to not only invest in your business, but also mentor you and help you in scaling up your business overseas. Then, of course, there are venture capital funds and private equity funds. They will come up at a later stage when your business grows and matures. On the debt funding side, we have various government agencies who are offering various programs, from whom you can raise funds. You have banks, you have institutions, and you have also private equity investors who will be ready to provide you debt funding for your business. What are the other government benefits? Well, this is one of the biggest advantages, of taking your business overseas. That a lot of these governments have got special programs and benefits available to startups. For example, I was surprised. I was doing a recent study and I was surprised to find that in Canada, there are more than 100 different kind of benefits available to startups. And these are available not only at the federal level, but also at the local level. As we know that in Canada, there are various provinces, and each of these provinces is running a separate program to attract startups. This could be subsidized loans, this could be grants, this could be training, mentoring, office space, tax credits, etc. Are also willing to get you guarantees so that you can raise funds from private entities. Again, there are wage subsidies available. That means if you are hiring employees and you are paying salaries to them, some part of the salary is being subsidized by the government. Tax credit is again a very popular way of promoting startups, not only in North America, but also in Europe and UK. In UK, for example, you get tax credits if you are investing in R&D. Let's say if you're going to spend $10,000 on R&D, you off more than 20,000 pounds. Similarly, for launching innovative products, there are various innovation credits available. Apart from financial benefits, you also get non-financial benefits. You get training and mentoring from government agencies. You also get to participate in various seminars, trade fairs, etc., organized by the government agencies. This gives you a networking opportunity. You get to meet customers, investors, other entrepreneurs, etc. Now let us look at the requirements for getting a startup visa and setting up your business globally. In this webinar, we are talking generally about the vehicle of startup available to you to take your business global. We will be talking each of the programs, each of the countries and their programs have a very specific requirement. But here we are talking about broadly what are the requirements. The first and the foremost requirement is, of course, you need to have an innovative business. It could be a product, it could be technology, it could be a service, it could be a process. Well, I would like to delve some more on this, topic of innovation. Well, when we talk about innovation, when we are talking to entrepreneurs about this innovative business and startup visas, most of the entrepreneurs, the first thing that comes from them is, well, look, I don't have an innovative idea or an innovative business. I'm running a normal business. Now, an innovative business, the first perception is you think about some kind of tech app business, some app or some very unique electronic gadget or a product or a platform kind of a services. Well, there's a very restrictive sense in which we look at innovation. Innovation from the startup visa point of view is looked at globally in a very, very broad way. It did not necessarily mean that you need to have something related to technology. It could be simple as a process. If you are following X kind of a process, for example, if you're a logistic business and you are following up X kind of a process, and now you change your process to cut down the time, you go to save the cost, or you cut down any other process to make it more, eco-friendly, and the same business could still qualify as an innovative business. If you have a manufacturing business, if you are manufacturing some, formulations, if you change the formula, which will make the product more cost effective and eco-friendly, that could also be construed as an innovation. So this is what we do. When you come us, when we discuss, the first thing when you approach us for this kind of innovative business migration, what we try to do is we look to study at your business in detail and see what is the innovative element in your business. And once we identify the innovative element, we try to extrapolate the same so that it meets the startup, innovative business criteria for you to take your business global. The second thing that we need in the business is that whatever innovative business you have, it is something which is tried and tested. It should not merely be an idea in your mind. You may not have, this business may not be fully launched, it may not be fully successful, but at least there should be a minimum viable product or a prototype available in India, which you have tested and you have users for that. Again, the business has to be economically viable. This goes without saying. Any business, as entrepreneurs, we know whatever business we set up, it has to be economically viable. And for the purpose of going global, we have to make a business which is globally scalable. So whenever we are setting up the business, we should not restrict ourselves to particular country or geography where we are moving. We should think about how we can service the global market from that particular location. The next requirement is, of course, you need to have a solid business plan. Your business plan is the first thing that you will be submitting to the various authorities who are going to approve your business as an innovative business. And this is where we come in. As chartered accountants, bankers, etc., we have worked a lot on the business plans, and we can help you in shaping up and developing a very solid business plan. Once your business plan is ready, it needs to be accepted by the government-approved incubators or the endorsement bodies. Each of this program requires some kind of an approval by a government-approved body. So we need to prepare a business plan, we need to pitch our business to these agencies, and only after that, if they are convinced, they will accept our business and give us the necessary approval to go ahead. And then, of course, you need an initial investment amount. This amount, depending upon which country, which program you're participating, it could vary anywhere from 30 lakhs to maybe 1.5 crores, depending upon whether you are looking at diluting your equity or you do not want to dilute equity, whether you are looking at co-investors, co-founders, or you want to go there on your own. Let us look at these segments which we are looking at. I think most of the people who are participating over here would fall into these categories. You are entrepreneurs with innovative business. Let's say your primary objective is to take your business overseas, and your secondary objective is immigration. So the basic requirement over here is you need to have an innovative business in your home country. You need to have funds, and like I mentioned, anywhere from 30 lakhs to 150 lakhs. And the time frame for you to move, you as well as your family and business overseas, could be anywhere from 3 months to 6 months. Then we can have, it's like I mentioned earlier, it's not necessary that you need to have a highly innovative or a tech-oriented business. You could have a conventional, traditional, well-established business, and we can help you in identifying the innovative element in your business and working towards the innovation and taking it global. So the primary objective here you could have is your established business, and now you want to move overseas. You want to continue with your business operations in India, but at the same time, you would like to move for your family, for you and your family to be overseas and also have a business over there. So you need an existing business with some track record, and you need an investment. Of course, depending upon what is your existing business, what is the amount of investment required to make your business innovative. Depending upon that, the investment amount could vary anywhere from 50 lakhs to 150 lakhs. The time frame again over here could be about 3 to 6 months. And then again, we also have many people who have approached us. These are investors, experienced businessmen or professionals or senior employees, and they do not want to get actively involved in the startup business. They would like to come in as passive investors and contribute whatever little they can, to the business. So for these people also, there are opportunities to come in as co-investors and co-founders. We will find the right kind of a startup business matching their skill sets, so where they can not only invest but also contribute in whatever little way to the startup business. Evaluate your business to see your eligibility. We'll assist you in preparing business plan, pitch deck, etc. Not only that, we'll help you in starting the entity, whether it is a partnership firm, limited liability company, or a private limited company. We can help you in setting up this entity. We get you the endorsement from the approved agencies, and we also help you in incubating your business overseas. Now, getting endorsement and incubation is a part of a key offering, and we take pride in saying that we give you a guarantee that if we do not get the endorsement from the approving body, if we are not able to get the necessary approvals from the endorsing bodies to get you the startup, qualify you for the startup visa, we will refund you your fees. Why clients choose us? These are the reasons, where we differentiate from the rest of the people who are there providing similar services. First of all, like we said, we are an immigration advisors, and we are only specialized in investment-based and business-based immigration. Even in business immigration, we focus purely on the startup or the innovative business route. So we have expertise in this particular area. We are focused in this area. We have background. We are professionals with experience in banking, finance, taxation, and entrepreneurship. We have, over the period of time, over the last 20, 25 years during our career as accountants, bankers, investment advisors, and entrepreneurs, we have developed deep understanding of the requirements. What are the motivating factors driving them? What are their concerns? How this needs to be addressed? We can correlate with them and we can guide them better. Also, we have global connections all over, in these countries. We work with some of the top incubators and government agencies to ensure that we deliver on what we say. Like I said earlier, that our connections and our experience in this area is so strong that we take pride in giving you a guarantee that if you are not eligible for the startup visa, we'll refund you your money back. Last but not the least, we have genuine desire to help entrepreneurs. We want to see Indian entrepreneurs grow, thrive, succeed in the global arena. And that is what is driving us. We are passionate about that. And we are associated with a lot of government agencies as well as private agencies which are promoting startup business in India. So friends, with that, I will end my presentation now.
Let us help you achieve your dream. We at Acquest specialize in permanent residency and citizenship by investment programs being offered by governments of American and European countries. Our team of professionals is here to help you complete your migration journey and land safely at your chosen destination. Acquest, your trusted immigration advisor.